Hey guys.
John. Mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Absolutely.
What do you do at the Troxler Senior Design Center?
I'm a senior design TA.
How would you describe your job in one sentence?
Assisting and submitting grades for ECE senior design students.
What's the best part about being a senior design TA?
Getting to see all the students' progress and getting to know them individually.
What's the most challenging part of senior design?
Oh, probably figuring out what your project's doing.
How many projects are currently happening in the lab?
We have 52 projects currently going on.
Wow, what's the coolest project you've seen so far?
It's probably got to be the egg vending machine.
If you could join one of the teams, what would it be?
Ooh, the anti-trafficking app group seems pretty cool.
What's one thing every senior design student should know before starting?
Communication is key to success as a team.
What's a common mistake students make in their projects?
Putting AI in their projects, why do we need that?
What's the most underrated skill in senior design?
Understanding circuits.
What's the most frustrating part of senior design?
Understanding circuits.
What's your favorite piece of equipment in the lab?
Probably the soldering irons here we've got.
How often do students accidentally fry their circuits?
Once in a blue moon.
Well, what's the weirdest thing that's happened in the lab?
Someone brought a dishwasher in. I don't know what that's for.
What's the best part of working in the Troxler Senior Design Center?
Ooh, being able to hang out with friends.
How do you help students troubleshoot their problems?
I don't, personally.
What's your go-to debugging tip?
Trial and error always seems to work for me.
What's the best senior design project you've ever seen?
Ooh, the music Tesla coil is pretty cool.
If you could create your own senior design project, what would it be?
Something with lasers.
What's one thing students should never do in the lab?
Eat food.
What's one thing you wish more students asked for help with?
Oh, roles and teamwork.
What's the most ambitious project a team has attempted?
The egg vending machine, without a doubt.
What's one piece of equipment that intimidates people the most?
The pick and place machine for PCB designs.
How do you handle students who are completely stuck?
I usually just point them to a different TA.
What's your favorite memory from the lab?
Just being able to hang out with my friends and make good times and memories here on our projects.
What's your best advice for handling team conflict?
Reaching out to the professor is always the good thing to do.
How often do you pull all-nighters?
Every night.
Do you ever have to remind students to take a break?
Nah, their senioritis usually does that for me.
What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day in the lab?
My hip-hop classes at the gym.
What's your favorite class you've taken at NC State?
The hip-hop classes, without a doubt.
What's the hardest class you've ever taken?
Oh, probably power transients with Dr. Baran.
Is ECE the hardest major?
Is that even a question? Of course it is.
If you could take one NC State class just for fun, what would it be?
Ergochem.
What's the best hack for surviving an ECE degree?
You gotta make friends fast if you wanna do well.
Okay, coffee or energy drinks?
Probably energy drinks.
Well, what's your favorite snack during long work sessions?
Oh, I love Twizzlers. They're great candy.
Okay, what's a song that always gets you motivated?
Damn, It Feels Good to Be Me by Andy Grammer.
What's your go-to lunch spot on campus?
It's gotta be Flashpoint at the Oval.
What's your favorite study spot at NC State?
Probably EB2 after 6 o'clock.
How did you get involved as a senior design TA?
I was taking a coding class over the summer with Dr. Gupta.
What's one thing you wish you knew before becoming a TA?
How much Excel I was gonna have to do.
What's your favorite thing about working with seniors?
Oh, just, how great it is to get to know them.
What's up, man?
What's up?
We actually brought a gift for you, John.
A 3D printed bell tower. Thanks.
Do you have a favorite lab rule?
Ooh, probably no Fortnite.
How often do students actually read the safety manual?
I've never seen them read it.
What's one rule students always forget?
Submitting their assignments on time. Like, come on, guys.
Okay, but who's the best student in class?
I can't say that. There's no favorites in this class.
What's a skill you learned from being a TA that you didn't expect?
How much Excel I was gonna have to do.
How do you stay organized with so many projects happening at once?
Usually just Excel.
What's your favorite tech gadget right now?
It's gotta be the Tesla coils for the musical Tesla coil project.
If you could only use one programming language forever, what would it be?
It'd probably have to be Python because it's just so much fun to code in.
Okay, but soldering or coding?
Coding without a doubt.
What's the most satisfying thing about building hardware?
Whenever my hardware actually ends up working and I get what I want.
What's one senior design myth you'd like to debunk?
That it's every man for themselves, because it's not. And that's why you gotta make friends.
What's your favorite design team name?
Operation Crumb, the anti-trafficking app group.
What's the most ridiculous project idea you had that actually worked?
We had an ECE roulette machine for the ECE ambassadors for their events.
If you had to describe senior design in only 3 words, what would they be?
Probably rewarding, team-based, and hardworking.
What's one skill every ECE student should master?
How to solder.
What's the biggest difference between freshman and senior year in ECE?
Usually their sleep schedules.
What's the best piece of career advice you've received?
Networking is key to success, because that's usually how you can get your jobs in the future.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully working on the power grid here in North Carolina.
What's one company you'd love to work for?
I think it'd be nice to work for Duke Energy.
If you could meet any engineer, past or present, who would it be?
It'd be Nikola Tesla, without a doubt.
Well, what's your dream engineering project?
Going off of Tesla, it's gotta be wireless power.
What's one thing people assume about ECE that isn't true?
It's every man for themselves, because like I said, you got friends here in the department.
If you had to switch to another engineering discipline, what would it be?
Ooh, it's probably mechanical engineering, so I can keep doing electrical work.
What's the most valuable lesson you've learned at NC State?
Always to try something new. That's how I got into my hip hop classes.
What's the best part of being part of the Wolf Pack?
The pack.
If you could change one thing about the senior design process, what would it be?
How many presentations we have to give? I feel like it's a lot for the students.
What's one thing you'll always remember from your time as a TA?
All the friends that I've made here in the ECE Senior Design Lab.
What's your advice to students about to start their senior design journey?
Sometimes it's always not best to get in the groups with your friends.
What's your favorite way to celebrate successful projects?
Lego Fortnite.
Okay, but can we see what's in these cabinets?
Afraid not. I guess we'll never know.
Oh, well, thanks, John.
No problem.